Hello, my name is David Shipp and welcome to this short exercise to demonstrate the power of coaching. This exercise will give you an experience of a coaching session just for yourself. Coaching is all about helping you achieve goals and overcome challenges in a shorter space of time than if you were working on the task yourself. I'm sure you can relate to the feeling of being stuck in a rut, trying to change something in your life but going nowhere fast. Coaching is about bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be. From being coached myself, I know the power of coaching and how it has helped me both achieve goals and overcome challenges. There are many benefits to coaching, but I would say the number one for me is the fresh perspectives you gain on the challenges and opportunities you look at. You really gain fresh insight, which allows you to think more clearly. Before you start this activity, I want you to think of something or some area of your life where you want to change. In other words, what itch do you want to scratch? It may be a challenge you want to overcome or a goal you want to achieve. You may have had the challenge or the problem or the goal for years, months or days. It may be to do with your work life, your home life, your relationships, your health and well-being, your finances, and so on. It may be something that is just taking up too much time in your head thinking about it, and you want to do something about it. Whatever the subject you want to work on, for this activity and this exercise to work, it must be real. If you need to stop the recording to think about what subject you want to work on, then do so now. In this activity, I will be asking you a number of powerful questions. There will be a pause after each one, but if you need longer to answer, then feel free to pause the recording and start again once you are ready. There is no need to write down the questions I ask, but it is worth getting a pen and paper to write down your answers. Having things written down, the answers to these questions, allows you to think more clearly, but you can also come back to the answers at a later time if you need to. I'm confident that you will discover something special from taking part in this activity, so let's begin. As I said, feel free to pause after each question if you need more time to write down your answers. Trust what answers come up first in your mind. These are often the most insightful, as your mind doesn't have a chance to tell you, you can't do that, what would they say, etc., etc. The last thing to say before we start the exercise is maybe grab yourself a drink, find somewhere quiet and away from distractions, and enjoy this time focusing 100% on you and the changes you want to make in your life. Question number 1. If I could grant you a wish for this coaching session, what would it be? Question number 2. What would you like to be different when you finish this session? Question number 3. How will you know when you achieve this? Now I'd like you to draw a line under the first 3 questions, the first 3 answers to the questions I put to you. Question number 4. What exactly is happening at the moment with regards to this goal or challenge you are facing? When you think about what's happening at the moment with regards to the goal or the challenge you're facing, what effect does this have on you and the people around you? Question number 6. What have you tried or done so far towards your goal? Question number 7. Thinking about what you've already tried or done so far towards your goal, what have been the results up to now? Once again, you can draw a line under this section, the last 4 questions, and then we'll move on. Thinking about your goal or the challenge you want to overcome, what could you do to achieve this goal? Question number 9. What are the alternatives to the approach you just wrote down? Question 8. Question number 10. How would someone else tackle this problem? Maybe someone you know. How would they tackle it? Question number 11. Think of yourself in 5 years' time. What advice would you give yourself? Question number 12. If money or resources were no issue, or you knew that everything was going to be okay, what would you do? Question number 13. Of all the options you looked at in the last couple of questions, which options do you like the most? Once again, you can draw a line under this section, the last 6 questions that were answered, and we'll move on. Question number 14. Which of those options you looked at will you choose? Which one is number 1 on your list? Question number 15. When you look at the top number 1 option, what are you going to do as a first step? Question number 16. When you think about this first step related to the number one option you've chosen, when will you do this? Question number 17. When you think about this option and the first steps you can take, and also when you've decided what and when you're going to do this first step, what is your level of commitment to this action on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being you're fully motivated, you can't wait to do it. And 1, you can't be bothered. Think about it. Where on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high commitment and 1 being low commitment, where are you on that scale when you think about taking that first step? Question number 18, and the final question. If your level of commitment is not 10, what can you do to increase it? What can you do to make it an 11 or a 12? What's stopping you from it being at a 10? Once again, if you can draw a line under this section, the last 5 questions that were answered, that completes the coaching exercise, and my hope is that you have some answers written down on paper to the questions and have made a commitment to do something different. I love this quote from Albert Einstein. Insanity. His definition was doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the different results. It's pretty funny, but lots of truth in there. If you want to know more about coaching and how you can help yourself or anyone you know get unstuck and achieve goals and overcome challenges, then please don't hesitate to visit my website for more information.